Hey guys, Mariah here. So today I'm going to show you a workout that I do when I'm traveling. So throughout my life, I've done a ton of different training. I've played many different sports, and I've been able to kind of make this workout routine from all of the trainers I've worked with in my life and just things I've picked up on my own. So this is kind of a mix of all of that. I'm going to be doing each of my workouts 3 times, and I'm either going to be doing them 10, 15, or 20 times a day. In London, I am walking around like crazy, so I don't need as much. I just realized that the ones that I made up, I don't have names for, and I'm sure I didn't make them up. They already exist. But this one, let's just call it the knee tuck slider. I put a band around my ankles because I like the resistance on my hips. It keeps my legs super toned and my butt. It also helps me in my posture because I keep resistance between the back feet as I'm going forward and as I'm going back. And the slower you do this, it'll really work those obliques. You want to really keep your stomach like really tight. After that, I'll keep my hips low and I'll move my feet out and back in. And again, slowly. This is the best way to do it. You're really working your hips and your butt and your legs. You're working so many different parts of your body, and if you're keeping your abs tight, you're super working your abs as well. Obviously your arms are in play. Just make sure you keep your weight in between both your feet and your hands. When you resist, you go out as far as you can and really bring it in slow. Keep tension in the band and then go back out. This next one is something I take from Pilates. I mean, all of this is kind of like Pilates on a reformer, but not. So my knees come to one side, opposite side, and my hips go up and I'm squeezing through my side. So my obliques are getting a really great workout right here, as is the side of my bum. The band, it doesn't really need to be there, but it's there. I just didn't take it off. Just lift your hips, and not too high. You don't want to throw out your back, but when you feel that good tight stretch, then you know you're hitting the right spot. A lot of trainers do these up and down push-ups, going from plank to push. I think that's what it's called actually, is plank to push. So we'll stay with that one. But what I've done here is I've added a resistance band. It helps me keep my posture a little better. Really not supposed to have your hips move around at all. I really get a good workout the slower I go. You really just want to bring your hips down more. My hips are a little high. I got them a little lower, but I really want pressure in that green band, and I really want to keep my hips super tight. I've realized that this workout is super important for my abs because without this, I realize that my abs on the sides aren't as toned actually as they normally are. It's funny how certain workouts tend to do that, and I'll definitely tell you which ones do. I'm loving that I can do so much on this wood floor right now. So this is a Pilates move as well. You do your leg back and then you bring it forward. It usually is on a slider, a Pilates reformer, and you just really want to push that leg all the way back, push through your heel and tone that underneath of the butt. You want to bring it slowly back so that that resistance can really fight in your butt and through your leg. And you should really feel it. It should be burning. Having your chest over your leg as well is a really good point on this. We'll call this one the back butt slider. So I guess we'll call this one the side butt slider. This one's gonna really tone the outside of your legs. So through the front and through the back of your hamstring. I'm now using the blue resistance band, which is heavy but not too heavy. The black one is the next step up to really heavy. So same thing here, it's kind of like ballet. You just want to really bring your foot out and then bring it back in super slow. I'm actually dragging my foot here, which is good because it helps me to go a little slower. And you just really want to keep tension in it so that you can keep working those small muscles. After that, I like to give a little pulse because if you keep the resistance on, it'll really build that back, the upper butt, and the side of your leg. Wow, so I actually looked up this one because I was like, I should know the name of this one. It's called Resistance Band Side Steps. Should have known. So again, I'm using the blue band, and this is not so heavy, but heavy, so it's giving me a great workout. And I'm just slowly moving side to side. So I'm doing 3 to each side because of the room I have, but I want to do, like I said, 10, 15, or 20 on each side 3 times each. So I'm going to do as many as I can here, and I want to keep my butt super low, and I want to stay in that lunge position to where I can almost touch the ground. Again, I am doing it wrong. I need to be way lower than this for a really good workout. I'm still getting toned, but it could be doing so much more for me. But to me, this is my version of an adduction machines. It's really just working my hips, and I'm really working that outer leg. Now I'm just gonna do a simple plie, but my feet are out instead of in, and I'm really working that outer squat. So my butt's getting toned at the top. I'm really tightening and really bringing everything together. And again, the slower you go on this, the more results you'll have, because you'll hit all the little tiny muscles. When you go fast, you're just ripping your muscles and they're building, so you're just going to get bigger and bigger instead of toning all of the little tiny ones. Drop it low, girl, drop it low. So these I have done my whole life. These are called V-up. I'm not doing them like I would have back when I did gymnastics, but this is just as good for me. So you want to keep your shoulders back. You want to keep your arms up in the air if you can, like at your shoulders or behind your head. You really don't want to let your back do what mine's doing right now. It means that I need to strengthen my back more, or I'm going to have a lot of issues. You want to keep your back super straight when you go down and super straight when you come up. It's really going to work those abs the more that you do that. So you're going to V up, and then you're going to V down. And you're not going to touch the ground completely, but you're going to go as low as you can. As you can see, I almost fall. But then you're good to go. Your abs are going to look killer. I'm just going to do a little more butt because I really like to have a really toned butt. I don't like getting feedback that my butt is too loose or not toned or enough or anything like that. My measurements aren't good. I don't like to deal with that. So I just nip it in the butt and I do what I can. And this is the black resistance band. So this is the tough one, the really, really heavy one. And I'm going to put it around right above my knees so that it's not pushing on my knees at all. And I'm just going to raise up, and I'm going to raise down, and I'm going to raise up, and I'm going to raise down. And it's going to be as slow as I can. My weight is mostly in my heels. I'm not lifting my toes here because I'm going to slide if I do. But you really want to go slow and just really push through that bottom of your bum to really tone it for bathing suit season. Lol, I'm just going to call this swimsuit bum. And again, I'm just going to be pulsing here, so I'm going to go out and in, out and in. This part doesn't have to be too slow, but you want to get a good, strong feeling. You want you to keep your butt up, your abs tight. Now we're going to switch to one leg up, and then you're going to bring your knee to your chest, and this is really going to work that underbutt. For me, this never fails to burn. There's many different ways that you can do it, but this one in particular has been my favorite lately. This is just called a one-legged hip raise, butt lift, or a bridge. But to me, a bridge is where you go all the way back, like a backflip. So I'm just going to call these bathing suit bums. So funny story, I actually didn't think these videos were going to work. I wasn't sure how the lighting was and how everything would end up as far as filming goes. Working out is really easy when you travel, but filming it, not so easy. So I ended up putting this one on my Instagram, which is why it's shaped this way. But this is a great arm workout. You just put your feet around it. You can change the resistance by making it tighter or making the band looser and then pulling tighter. And it's kind of perfect because then you can swap it around and do your back. You got it all. And of course, do not forget to stretch. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout, and I look forward to sharing more with you. Stay tuned and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.